Good evening, my friends and followers, and welcome back to another video. As you can see, I am currently planning for today's flight in my flight simulator, which is going to be from Doha to Amman in Jordan. And right now I got the flight plan all set up here. So this is the route of flight. So we're going to depart Doha Airport right here, and then go on this route. And so we're gonna go fly north, and then we are going to turn to the west, fly over Saudi Arabia, turn northwest, and then go into Jordan, and then we'll land here in Amman. And here's our alternate airport in Damascus in Syria. And if we check the weather, we see that there's a few jet streams right here. There's a jet stream here at flight level 400, and then of course there's jet stream here. So there's gonna be some wind activity going on, and then of course we're going to fly like pretty much close to this band of weather here. That's the worst of it. It's here. It's in around the Kuwait. It stretches out of the Persian Gulf. But no weather at our destination airport or departure airport. And of course we're going to fly Royal Jordanian Airlines Flight 32 in Airbus A321. With a initially we're going to cruise to flight level 140, and then once we get to the Narmi waypoint, we're going to go to flight level 280, and then Tama, we're going to go to flight level 300, and Golf Romeo Yankee VOR going to be at flight level 310, so it's going to be step climbing. And then of course here's the fuel, and then of course the final reserve fuel and alternate fuel here, the trip and taxi, and then of course here's our two flight plans. So here's the flight plan to our destination airport, and that's the flight plan to our alternate airport. And if we go here, it shows me the passenger information, the cargo, the payload, the zero fuel weight, the fuel, the amount of fuel, and the takeoff weight, and the landing weight. And if we go over here, just some extra information here about the cost index, which helps determine our the best speed to use in the cruise portion of the flight, the ground distance, the air distance, and then the average wind for the cruising portion, the international standard atmospheric temperature, which is 7 degrees. And yeah, that's about it. And then if we go over here, we can download the flight plan, which I'm going to do, and then just put it into the and of course once it's alright guys, so we have just finished preparing our flight right now, and we are just getting ready to push back here from Doha International Airport. So, bit of a quick little stuff to go over. So here's our data for the takeoff. This is the V speeds here, the flap setting that we're going to use, the horizontal stabilizer setting, and the flex temperature, which is the temperature which is for reduced takeoff thrust. And that's our transition altitude, which is where we're going to reset the altimeters to standard pressure. Thrust reduction altitude is here, and our acceleration altitude is here as well, and the engine acceleration altitude is right here. And our departure runway is going to be runway 34 right. So we're going to taxi following the instructions from air traffic control. So yeah, that's it everybody, and I'll see you after engine start. Alright guys, so we just finished the pushback, and then we're just going to do all of our required checklists right now. So first, let me get everything all set up here. When we turn off taxi light, come on. Wing light can come on, navigation light can come on, and then I'll just this thing to neutral, and I'll just do some flight control check. So we just check the status, camp status is normal, right? And then after start checklist, anti-ice is required, camp status checked. Pitch trim, but yeah, we need to set that. So pitch trim, that is going to be 0.1 up. That's set. Alright, and then we have rudder trim, which is 0. Then configuration normal, cabin check. Okay, now let's check the flight controls now. Full up, full down, full left, full right, rudder, left, right, neutral. Okay, so then that's good, and we're ready to taxi. So I'll see you then. Alright guys, so we are currently taxiing to our departure runway, which is runway 34 right at Doha. And we're just following this taxiway right here. And I'm just going to turn here. Following the yellow line that's like the guidance from air traffic control. And then we're going to turn left all the way here, and then turn right again, right over there, until we reach the departure end of runway 34 right, which is, I don't know if you can see it, but it's right over there. And yeah, that's indicated on our map here as well. I'm going to put the first stop beside the terrain here, and then for my side, it'll be weather. And that's our ground speed right over there. So we shouldn't exceed more than 40 knots over taxiing. And yeah, we'll see you when we get to the runway. Alright folks, so right now we have we reached the threshold of the runway, and we just completed all our checks, so I'm going to go ahead now, check in with the tower to get us for takeoff clearance. Okay, that's for takeoff clearance. Let's go. And that's the runway awareness and alerting system. So it's just letting us know that we're approaching the departure runway. Let's make the turn here and take a look at the runway. Okay then. So we have all our checks complete, and we are lined up, just about lined up here. I'm gonna go ahead, put the thrust up to 40. Okay, and both engines are stabilized. Starting chrono now. No, not to forget that. And manual flex 35, SRS and runway. Auto thrust is blue. And airspeed is alive. Reduced takeoff thrust is set. Keep the nose. Keep that stick down here to make the nose wheel steer more effective. 100 knots. Check. Maintaining the center line here. V1, rotate. V2, smooth with the nose here. Positive rate of climb. Landing gear up. Right then, climbing 1,000 feet here, climbing to 4,000, which is our altitude constraint. That's our acceleration altitude. Thrust climb, climb. Auto thrust is engaged. And let's check in with the area controller. Let's get that nose down, accelerate to 250 knots. Alright. Now reaching our first waypoint here, so can. Let's further accelerate here. Alright, that's flaps coming back, coming up. So we only have the slats extended. Alright. Let's get the nose up a tad here. Still accelerating, still accelerating. And there's 3,000 feet. Let's get the flaps all the way up. Get that autopilot engaged. Disarm the ground spoilers. And after takeoff checklist, landing gear up, flaps retracted, packs on, down to barrel ref. Complete. Speed altitude constraint. Just go all the way to 14,000. And yeah, so that's for the takeoff, guys. I'll see you in cruise. Alright guys, so we have now reached our cruising altitude of 14,000 feet, which is our initial one. And right now we're just overflying Bahrain. Down there, it's the international airport, Bahrain, and like that's where I believe the National Airline Gulf Air is based. And if you guys want me to do a flight there, just let me know in the comments. And we are expected to remain level at flight level 140 until we reach the waypoint Narmi, and then we begin our climb to the next step altitude, which is going to be flight level 280. So there's 23 more nautical miles still to go there. And yeah, so that's about it for now, and I'll see you later. Alright, hello again from the flight deck, and right now we are at our final cruising altitude, which is flight level 310, and we are just approaching Haiel International Airport in the northwestern Saudi Arabia. And then we should be at our top of descent by around this time, which is 0311 UTC, or like 10:11 or so p.m. My time. And here's the distance that we still have to our top of descent, which is 334 nautical miles. And of course, that's the time, estimated time of arrival or destination, 0328 UTC, or around 10:30 p.m. my time. And of course, this is our estimated fuel on board in tons, so 8.3 tons here. And that's the Mach that we're maintaining, so Mach 0.8. Here it's in the managed mode. And yeah, I'll see you when we start our descent. Alright guys, so we are currently starting our descent into Amman in Jordan. Right now passing through flight level 196 down to flight level 060. And we see, and there's some clouds ahead, but we'll be fine. So we're going to be landing on runway 8 left using the localizer only. So we're going to input like a managed cool. So we're going to like select flight path angle. Just like input like a descent angle to the runway at like a certain distance out from the airport, just using the charts. And yeah, so here's our minimum descent altitude, which we can't go below if we don't see the runway. And we expect to land in next couple or so minutes, 5 to 10 or so minutes. And if I can go well, there's that beautiful sunrise right over there. And so yeah, I'll see you on final approach. Alright guys, let's land this plane now. So I'm going to remove flight directors. Alright, we got a full approach flight inside. Check. Autopilot off. Continue. getting a bit low here. Yep. Alright, 3 reds, 1 white. We'll take that. Alright. Spoilers. Reverse green. Decel. .60 knots. Manual brakes. And ladies and gentlemen, wish you a very welcome to Amman, Jordan. And as you can see, the sun is rising here. Let's get the speed brakes stowed. And so that's it for this video, guys. I hope you find it absolutely fantastic. And if you want to watch more, feel free to like the video, subscribe to my channel, follow my Instagram account, and click the notification bell so you won't miss out on upcoming videos. I'll talk to you guys next time. Stay safe wherever you are. Goodbye for now.